It's another 5-minute fix. I'm Alex Garrett, and this 5-minute fix, this thing brings me peace of mind because I finally get to talk about what's in this brain of mine, and once I'm done, I feel relief. I feel like the topic I wanted to cover with you, even for just 5 minutes, is out there in the sphere wherever you might listen to this podcast. So here's my 5-minute fix today. It's actually a topic of Passover. This week marks the first day of Passover on Friday, actually Good Friday, and I want to read you this from Joshua 5, 9 through 12. The Lord said to Joshua, "Today I have rolled away from you the disgrace of Egypt." And so that place is called Gilgal to this day. While the Israelites were camped in Gilgal, they kept the Passover in the evening on the 14th day of the month in the plains of Jericho. On the day after the Passover, on that very day, they ate the produce of the land, unleavened cakes, and parched grain. The manna ceased on that day. They ate the produce of the land, and the Israelites no longer had the manna. They ate the crops of the land of Canaan that year. So they celebrated the end of wandering in 40 years of wilderness and celebrated Passover. Flash forward to today, and I feel like with the supply chain shortage, with a lot of different things, with crazy weather patterns, yes, farming is an issue. And did you know that crops, while they were able to enjoy the crops here in South Jersey, in the tri-state area, southern tip of Jersey, are struggling. And I wanted to take that Bible verse topical because it is Passover week and translate it to real life struggles of not having crops. And in a place like New Jersey, you wouldn't think of them as a farming state, but they do have crops. They do have farmers. In places like Sewell, New Jersey, and ABC6 covered this story, that one grower, his name is Dave Duffield, had one set of branches of peach that were almost in full bloom, and then because of the cold temperatures and the inconsistent temperatures, there was another branch that was going to be pretty much dead. They wouldn't, that even the ones in bloom wouldn't make it. But luckily, many buds that are closed will become large, ripe peaches to be sold at the farmer's market. Strawberries, his strawberries have been under the cover, and tomatoes in the greenhouse will have to wait a little bit longer before they moved outside. But Duffield said that because of the spring freezes, the crops are at risk of not growing, of not developing. And if you are in that struggle, that's what I want to come to. If you're in that struggle where you don't know if your crops are going to make it or not because of this unseasonable weather we've had and cold weather we've had, even into late March, I want to alert you to a place named McNaughton's Gardens in Cherry Hill. Anthony Basir, the manager there, said that they're paying attention to the lows of, South Jersey, how low the temperatures get, and that anything with new growth is susceptible to damage from the cold. So if you're looking for an outlet for advice, for help, I would contact McNaughton's Gardens because they are speaking out on this issue. And on the whole, my 5-minute fix is dedicated to the fact that, yes, God helps make these crops through the weather patterns, through everything. It's His earth, and He helps grow. And, He's blessed farmers with the hands to grow them. But sometimes Mother Nature has other ideas. And so let's not take farming for granted because they have been struggling. Even during the Trump years, even some regulations, that they were struggling. During COVID too. So while the Israelites were able to enjoy the crops of the land, in today's world, that's not always a sure thing. And we have to keep in mind of that and pray for the farmers each and every day. And it might seem like a random topic, but it hit my heart because, yes, the tri-state area, South Jersey was affected by it. I heard it on the news. And I want to say we are standing with the farmers of South Jersey and any farmer that's struggling through crops. And I highly suggest talking to, if you're in South Jersey, as I mentioned, McNaughton's Gardens, and researching and finding out those resources that can help you if your crops are damaged. And for the average person, for them to be aware that farming with this unseasonable weather is worth paying attention to, as it might also affect the prices that we pay at the grocery store for our fruits and vegetables. So that's my 5-minute fix. I'm Alex Garrett. We'll talk to you very soon.